team to recognise themselves. It's fair to say they did that, didn't they?
Yeah, I think I asked them to play in a slightly different way to what we've been playing tactically, which we had to do coming here to Anfield against a very good side, and but we followed it to a T. I thought the only thing lacking was us taking one of quite a few opportunities. I think we had the best chances in the game. What it needed was just that little bit more composure. That's the only negative from the performance, was just a little bit more composure, a little bit of better decision making in that final third, and we would have had a couple of goals. A little bit of unluckiness as well. You look at Kamar's shot, that definitely deserved a goal, and I think that was the only thing that was lacking from our performance. But overall, like I just said to the players, and I was gutted for them. I thought, as a performance for a team that's very young, very inexperienced, these type of nights to set a marker for yourself, like we have been doing step by step all season, the way that we're growing. I said that's the type of mentality and spirit that you have to have, as well as the quality, and if you want to be successful. So tonight will be albeit we're disappointed at this moment in time, I'm sure that they'll look back in the next day or so and realise that they put on a very good performance.
Is that the overriding feeling, disappointment?
Yeah, because we hold a very high standard. The environment that we work in here and we've created is it's of a very high standard, so when we lose a game, we're not happy with that, whoever we play against. But it's very, I'm not going to criticise my team, really, to be honest with you, because I thought they were magnificent tonight, albeit a little bit of better luck, a little bit more composed finishing, we would have probably had a different result.
People have heard a lot about your youngsters, and some of them really stood up and showed what they're made of tonight.
Yeah. We work very closely with them. It's important that they have these experiences very early in their careers, and they've been doing it throughout the season. A lot of our performances, we've been learning in our performances for those young guys. So each time they take a step forward, which is the pleasing bit, and we continue in that way. Hopefully we can be successful and get to where we want to be. I think you can see with our fans the size of this club. We want to try and make this type of fixture a more regular fixture. If we continue in this way, whether it happens this season or next season or whenever it happens, if we continue in this way, hopefully these players in this group can achieve that.
Does it come at a cost tonight? Obviously you lost Cooper and O'Kane.
Yeah, I don't think anything's too serious, to be honest with you. We can't afford many injuries. We've got a very thin squad as it is. But I think as well, considering we had to chop and change, and we had a makeshift back four at one point, but that's part of the work that we do, that everyone understands their roles and responsibility wherever they have to play on the pitch. And I thought to the very end, we pushed Liverpool, and like I said, on another night, we could have definitely have had a different result.
You touched on it there, but have you seen enough over the last few weeks and tonight as well to think that this Leeds team and yourself can be back in the Premier League?
It's the ambition. It has to be the ambition for this club. It's a Premier League club in terms of size and support, and us as a group, this very young group, they're on the road to there. Whether it takes, we all want it right now, we're going to fight for right now, but whether it takes a little bit of time or we can achieve it in the near future, that's what we're fighting for. But if we keep making the steps that we made, we've only been together I've had this group together for 5 months. I think we've made massive strides in a short space of time. We have to continue in that way, and nights like tonight will help them with that. And we'll keep working, keep doing the work that we do with this group, and if we can, hopefully we can be successful.
How much did the injuries, Garry, affect your plans for the second half and sort of tie your hands in that period?
Yeah, a little bit, because you never want injuries too early, and it limits your changes towards the end. We only had one really towards the end, which was Woody. But the pleasing bit, I suppose, is that we do a lot of work on having to adjust. Sometimes players will end up in positions they're not used to, but the one thing that we do work on is that they're very clear with what they have to do in a position. So I think that showed tonight. Tactically, we changed a little bit. We sacrificed a little bit of possession, but we knew that coming here, and I thought we followed it very well. We looked very dangerous on the break. Like I said, the only thing lacking was a goal or two, which we should have really got, to be honest with you. But look, I can't complain too much. Just obviously disappointed with the result.
No Janssen tonight. He was ill.
Yeah, he was ill over the weekend. So yeah, we can't afford too many more injuries or illnesses. We're very thin on the ground, but even still, whichever players go out on the pitch, that that they're going to give their all, that spirit, and obviously quality as well.
Is that the best your team played for you this season, do you think?
No, not really. I think we've been performing as well as that, or better in some circumstances. We had to play a little bit differently tonight. was good to see that the group can adapt as well to a different tactical approach. So no, all in all, I have to be pleased. Obviously disappointed with the result because we hold a high standard here amongst the group. But the way that we're working, the way we're progressing, it's been pleasing to see.